Hi there, welcome to the System Minus 45 program. This is step 1, where you're going to learn how metabolism works and how to work it in your favour. But most importantly, this is the step where we will launch the very important metabolic process known as nighttime detox. I will help you lose weight while you sleep. And we also are going to track it and measure it. Once you start clocking your weight 2 to 4 pounds less each morning, day in, day out, you're going to stay motivated. I guarantee you. And now I want to pass the mic to Helena, the author and founder of this program. Over to you, dear.
Hello, and I want to welcome you as well. I am Helena. I am the main coach in this program. And so Ernie here has made you some pretty big promises. And if you're casually familiar, I want to emphasize casually familiar with the program, I'm sure you have heard those promises already. Maybe you saw an ad, maybe you read an article, watched a video, but 98% success rate, fitting into your usual jeans by next summer, and especially doing this with seemingly very little effort, as in not joining the gym. So maybe some of you are picturing that you can be eating all your favorite desserts, lounge on the couch, you really don't have to change anything. And so many of you probably have a very legitimate question. Is this a scam? I mean, like, how can this be? So in this intro video, I'm going to first of all prove to you that yes, this is for real. The results are real. And secondly, I will explain why and how this works. So if you understand the dynamics, you won't be wondering where these promises are coming from, right? And hopefully I will correct some of the misconceptions that you may be coming here from by picturing yourself eating lemon cream pies from Costco while laying down on the couch and losing weight in the process. So let's start with a video of myself. Usually I appear in front of you guys in professional situations, professionally dressed, so sharing this at the river video is a little bit of a stretch for me, but I feel it's very important for you to see it. Why? Because at the time of this video, I am 53 years old and I have had five kids. I'm going to show you some photos here shortly as well. So I want to call your attention to the fact that there are no stretch marks, no middle-age hormone effects, and this is the actual shape that my body is at the age of, again, 53. So what is the point of this? If you want to look the way I look, then just do what I do. And I'm here to tell you what I do and how to get there. So this is kind of very simple, right? If you want to get the same results that I have gotten, I'm giving you a step-by-step instruction how to get there. So let me also show you very briefly some other pictures of my family. Well, this is a photo of myself last year without motion. You can take a little bit better look here, but also feel free to go back to the video and zoom in as far as the absence of stretch marks, or you can zoom in here. This is my daughter, Emily. These are my daughters and daughter-in-laws. Again, daughter-in-laws as in not necessarily blood relative. My husband, not a blood relative. My son, my other son, and his wife and the kids, more kids and in-laws. The point here being is that I don't have some kind of unique, exclusive genetics because I have just shown you my family that has different genetics, even when it comes to significant others. And as you can see, they pretty much have the same weight loss results. So it's not luck, it's not genetics, it's something that I'm going to share with you how to get, and we're not exclusive. You can get those same results just as efficiently. I wouldn't call it easy, and I mean, nothing in this life is easy, but just as efficiently as we have. So let's talk about how at this point. So, number one, if you are thinking, again, couch and lemon cream pies, let me clarify this. When I say without self-torture, as in without fighting cravings, going hungry, working out till you drop, without all those things, it does not mean, and I want to emphasize it here, it does not mean without making any changes. Because obviously, if you continue doing what you're doing, how will you have a change? This is a no-brainer, right? Einstein's definition of insanity. Keep doing the same thing and expect a different result. Obviously, this is not going to happen. So when I say without self-torture, as I've just defined it as in cravings, hard workouts, and so on and so forth, without giving up your favorite foods, without joining the gym, this is exactly what it means. Without giving up your favorite foods and without changing your routine drastically. I will, however, ask you to make some changes, obviously. But what we are going to use in this program is what is termed a Kaizen Principle. The idea behind this principle is that you make as small as 1% improvement steps. But if you make as little as 1% improvement on a steady basis is the keyword here, you will eventually get to your goal. So if you lose 1 pound, just 1 pound a week, in 45 weeks, you will lose 45 pounds. The trick here, obviously, is to make this progress steady. And this is what I'm going to teach you in this program, how to not take any steps back, how to not lose 1 pound this week, 0 next week, gain 2 pounds the week after. So how do we make this process steady? So as opposed to all other, maybe not all, but all that I know of, I guess, most weight loss approaches, when it tells you to do 10 squats and run a mile every day with no consideration that you may have bad knees and not able to do 1 squat at this point, to say nothing of running a mile. Or they would tell you to do a major diet overhaul, give up everything you've eaten so far. Let's eat hydro milk bars, salads, something that you don't like. And obviously that sets you up for failure because it shows complete disregard for the psychological strain that is going to put on you. And what this means that eventually you are not going to be able to hang with it. And you're going to quit, it's going to be your fault, so on and so forth. So as opposed to those kind of approaches, I'm going to ask you to make only very small changes. And if we make the right changes in the right direction and keep the progress steady, this is what there is for you in this program. This is where it comes in.
This is great. So, let me sum up. Slow does it. Start where you are and do not rush it. And the techniques are designed to make sure you're constantly moving forward. Genius. Simply genius. That's all there is to it, right?
No, this is not all there is to it. Another important difference in what we're going to be doing in this approach are the studies that I'm going to share with you that basically will tell you that the whole foundation for weight loss that we're used to, such as calorie counting, is incorrect. I'm going to keep this pretty short in the introduction. We're going to discuss a lot more of this, obviously, as we go along. But the main takeaway that I want you guys to walk away with is that there really has not been any studies in medicine when it comes to mechanisms of weight loss. They handed us down the food pyramid. Now everybody admits that, food pyramid is incorrect. However, it remains on the wall in your dietitian's office. Even the dietitian herself will tell you, it's just kind of old. But really, there has not been any studies that would dig into what is going on in our body and why we would lose or gain weight. And so since there hasn't been any studies in mainstream medicine, we need to go for our resources elsewhere, such as natural medicine, which I represent. And this is another aspect, as Ernie has shared with you, that has been studied in depth in natural medicine, is how our metabolism works and how to trigger the right processes that will help you lose weight. And again, what natural medicine shows that it's not calorie counting. I will show you in the program what those mechanisms are, because what's been happening is that while we are busy focusing on things that are secondary to our weight loss, such as calories, the real triggers, the real enemies of us getting a good looking, healthy body go unnoticed, remain hidden, and wreak havoc on our efforts. And we're totally unaware of what we need to watch out for. So, this is where natural medicine comes in.
Speaking of natural medicine, can you share your credentials?
Sure. I have a master's degree in actually acmeology. It's a psychology related field. This is why I can explain the psychology of weight loss to you, by the way. Since then, I have devoted myself, let's put it this way, to studies in natural and herbal medicine. So I'm a certified practitioner of Siberian medicine, which is very similar to Chinese medicine that you're probably very familiar with. It's just a little branch. In fact, I'm convinced that they have the same roots. It just has not been reflected, kind of lost in history. But anyway, I'm a certified practitioner of Siberian medicine, and I'm also a certified metabolic typing advisor in the branch of integrative medicine that combined the natural medicine studies with what we already know in medicine and came up with a branch of knowledge known as metabolic studies or metabolic typing approach. So these are the two major branches of science that I'm going to be relying throughout the program. But anyway, welcome, guys. I'm glad you're here. Let's dig in. I hope this is going to be a very exciting journey for you. Welcome aboard.